Good morning, class. Today is Wednesday, April the 29th, 2020. Today in your math packet, we will be on pages 267 and 268. Introduction to Geometry. You will need to learn to recognize on page 267 a point, a line segment, a line, ray, angle, right angle, congruent angles, which mean are the same number of degrees, intersecting lines, perpendicular, which are lines that form right angles when they intersect, and parallel lines, which they never intersect, they never cross. Okay, so for number one, we're going to label what these are. So number one, if you have a point with an arrow, this is called a ray. So for 1A, that is a ray. B, that is a point. C, you have a line segment. D, okay, that is an angle. All right, E, this is a right angle. That means this angle here is at a right angle. F, if you have lines that look like this, that means they are crossing each other at some point. Those are called intersecting lines. Means they are crossing at some point, intersecting lines. Now this is just a line. And then H, if you have two lines, you keep going straight, they never intersect or never cross, those are called parallel lines. Parallel lines. All right, number two, you're writing true or false in the blank. A, these two symbols are congruent angles. Is that true or false? That means that they have the same angles, same degree. That is true. That is true. Okay, this symbol are parallel lines. True. C, this is a right angle. True. D, this symbol are perpendicular lines. That's false. Those are intersecting lines. And E, this is an angle. That's true. All right, number three, we're multiplying. All right, so for the go back to page 262. I want you to become familiar with the geometric lines. You may see those again. All right, number three on page 268. A is 3/5 times 11. 3 times 11 is 33. 5 times 1 is 5. We can't leave it like this, so we have to turn it into a mixed number by dividing. 5 will go into 3 6 times because 6 times 5 is 30. subtract it out. This becomes our numerator and denominator. So the answer is 6 3/5. Okay, for B, you have 3/8 times 4/5. Okay, is there anything that you can cross out by dividing? Okay, good. 4 can divide into 8 2 times. Now we can multiply. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 5 is 10. 3/10. 4/8 times 22. Okay, if you divide by 2, 8 divided by 2 is 4. 22 divided by 2 is 11. You can divide 1 into here. You're left with 4/8 times 22 over 1. You're dividing by 2. 4, 11. So 44 over 4, you're left with 11. Because 44 divided by 4 is 11. All right, in D you have 3/5 times 42 over 1. There's nothing that you can cross out, so 42 times 3 is 126 over 5 times 1 is 5. You'll need to turn this into a mixed number by dividing. 5 can go into 12 2 times because 2 times 5 is 10. Subtract it out, bring down your 6. 5 will go into 26 5 times because 5 times 5 is 25. You're left with a 1 as a remainder. So your answer is 25 1/5 for D. All right, number 4A, solve these story problems. Cassie practiced her music lesson from 3:30 to 4:15. What part of an hour did she practice? How many minutes is 3:30 to 4:15? Okay, 3:30 to 4 o'clock is 30 minutes. 4 o'clock to 4:15 is 15 minutes, so 30 plus 15 is 45 minutes. So what part of 45 minutes is an hour? There's 60 minutes in an hour. So you will reduce 45 over 60. If you divide by 5, you get 9/12. And this can still be reduced by dividing by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So the answer is 3/4 of an hour. B, Joseph played tennis with his big brother Andrew for 1.5 hours. How many minutes did they play together? How many minutes are in an hour? 60. So that's 1 hour. And then the half hour, how many minutes are in half an hour? What is half of 60? 30. So they played tennis for 90 minutes together. 90 minutes. Alright, so for today's math lesson, you are going to review again the symbols in the box at the top of the page 267. On page 268, you are going to do all of number 5, number 6, B, all of number 7, and all of number 8. So again, page 268, all of number 5, number 6B, all of number 7, and all of number 8. Okay, and that's all for your math today.